Senator Amy Klobuchar met with area poultry producers Monday morning in Litchfield, where she heard about the effects the avian influenza is having on farmers. Klobuchar said she's working with state and federal officials to make sure funding is available to help respond to the deadly virus.
Really good meeting. People were pretty frank about how difficult this is for their families. One was a fifth-generation turkey producer, and how if this keeps going and there's no solution, a lot of small producers are in danger of losing everything. And this has been a part of Minnesota's tradition. It's a huge part of our economy. I think sometimes we forget it's not just the one producer. It is all of the companies that have grown out of this industry that employ thousands and thousands of people and all the businesses around it. So today we talked about some specific solutions. We have, of course, my major push is to make sure that we keep the federal funding going that's available, given that this is not just in Minnesota, it's national. I've talked to Secretary Vilsack now several times, and he is committed to doing that. I talked to him this weekend about it. Secondly, looking at some new solutions here, everything from a vaccination, which the USDA is looking at, to the possibility of retrofitting some of our turkey barns, to new ways to do insurance and indemnification. So this work's going forward. You don't want to have a situation where a whole part of the country gets cut out of this important industry. You don't want to have a whole situation where you don't have small producers. And so we're really stepping up the efforts on the federal level as well as state to get to the bottom of this, but also then to get to the solutions. And I think you see some of that happening, but there's a lot more work to be done.
Klobuchar said most of the money is being spent to compensate farmers for birds that are euthanized when the influenza is confirmed on a farm site. Farmers currently receive no compensation for turkeys that die from the influenza. Steve Olson, who is executive director of the Minnesota Turkey Growers Association, said he's working with the University of Minnesota Extension and Department of Agriculture on ways to help growers explore financial options for restructuring debt, as well as mental health support to help producers deal with the emotional aspect of the loss. I'm Carolyn Lang reporting for the West Central Tribune.